Well, but now, let's talk with Mike Barson and Suggs from one of the most wonderful groups in this country. That's easy for you to say. Their manager makes a noise. Suggs and Mike Barson from Madness. Well, it's a great treat to have you here. And is it a treat being here?
Absolutely, Jules.
Good.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Now, the first thing that I think the public want to know is, it's 14 years. They all loved your records. Why did you wait 14 years before doing another one?
Mike, you got any answers to that one?
Why did we wait 14 years? Because we wanted to make it a really good one, really, basically. I thought, you know.
And it is.
It is?
It is indeed, yeah.
All 7 of us write, so we wrote 2 songs each.
In the 14 years?
In the 14 years. Does that make...
one every 7 years?
One every 7 years,
yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult in any band, as you well know yourself, Jules, and we've been friends since before the band, and sometimes you can be too close.
Yes, intimate.
And so there were various ups and downs within the band, but this was the time when we all felt we had the material and the right feeling.
Now, did you all grow up together in the same, or did you all grow up musically together? I mean, were you hearing the same sort of influences? What sort of things were you hearing?
Pretty much, yeah. Tamla Motown we used to listen to a lot, and reggae music from the 60s. Yeah, my brother used to get a lot of old reggae, Tighten Up, Volume 1, 2, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, we always have very similar taste in music. Yeah.
I mean, that's what drew us all together. Out of a gang of a lot of people that were in the area where we were all growing up, we were drawn to each other because of our similar tastes. But Ian Dury was the binding factor, and his band before the Blockheads called Kilburn and the High Roads.
And that man should be the Poet Laureate, if you ask me.
I agree.
I don't know who it is. Do we agree in this room? Well, take it further. And Mike, let me just ask you this. Do you realise that you have invented a whole style of piano? So I play British pop piano, and you played a Madness style of piano, and that invented a whole style.
Well,
I'm just telling people that. But now, let's see an example of it in 1979.
An earthquake is erupting, but not in Orange Street. A ghost dance is preparing, you got to help us with your feet. If you're not in the mood to dance, step back, grab yourself a seat. This may not be uptown Jamaica, but we promise you a treat. Bust the phone me over with your boulder stand, shuffle me off my feet. Even if I kept on running, I'd never get in Orange Street. So I say there's not much left to say.
Happy memories. Happy memories.
Already.
What is your memory of that day?
Very happy. But that plastic saxophone that fell out of my pocket, Lee picked up and he's still got.
To this day, as a souvenir?
To this day, yes.
That's very touching. Now, let's get on. You are going to be doing a song with the man that I shall just refer to as the Poet Laureate.
Indeed.
Ian
the
Dury.
People's Poet Laureate.
And how did you get involved with him? Obviously, you've been a fan of his in the Kilburn and the High Roads. How did you manage to hook up together with him?
Because by coincidence, Lee, who was over in Amsterdam with me working on some new songs for the album, just happened by coincidence to turn up in the same hotel as Ian, which neither of them knew beforehand. And we just finished this song, which Lee thought was really perfect for him. And so he just met up with him and he went down and he said, we just did this brilliant song today and would you be interested in doing it?
That's cool, in
and
Amsterdam.
Ian said, yeah.
Another coincidence, I'm not saying it's all circular, this programme goes out in Amsterdam as well.
There we are.
So there you are.
You got
what
me
more
there.
can you ask? And is there an actual Fred?
Not anymore.
Oh,
unfortunately, no.
Well, we're looking forward very much to hearing you with Ian Dury in a moment, the Poet Laureate. And in the meantime, Mike and Suggs, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
We want Freddie for a leader. Freddie is a man of class. We want Freddie for a leader. Oh, stand and raise your champagne glass.
Well, well. Gentlemen and assassins and ladies of the night, I call upon you this evening in the hope of shedding some light. I can't go into detail or finger unfounded fools, but there are some here amongst us who ain't playing by the rules. I've rounded up the lowlife total CID. I'm offered a free massage, or else the third degree. There is no simple solution to this life we lead. So make things easy on yourself, to the baroness can see.
We want Freddie for a leader. Freddie is a man of class. We want Freddie for a leader.
All stand and raise your champagne.
He's now not prepared to get the start warning today. From his hospital bed, drip red bound, he's here to stay.
Although you can't be with that thing, never will go one night. We're not well done with the dining, or the thing you can't get on the path.
The pulpit, the Right Honourable Reverend Green.
Gathered here this evening, pay a due respect. Triffitt lay last night while out of his prison flat. We know the bacon behind him. Slept the night PD. Word is out, and now will I get you will answer the man.
Gentlemen and assassins and ladies of the night, I call upon you this evening in the hope of shedding new light. There is a simple solution, one called honour amongst thieves. So we'll take pity on your souls, handicap your knees. Ah, ha, ha,
We want Freddie for a leader. Freddie is a man of class. We want Freddie for a leader.
all stand and raise your champagne glass.
We want Freddie for a leader. Freddie is a man of class. We want Freddie for a leader.
All stand and raise your champagne glass.
Monsieur Bozo.
We want Freddie for a leader.
Fred. Madness, Poet Laureate, Ian Dury on the vocals there. And I think that's one of the most favourite songs that I've heard on this show for a very long time. There have been other